Alright guys, welcome back to another one of my battles. I just finished this one about 5 minutes ago, and I had it on the Gamefaqs board for him, as usual, you know the drill. And he decided that he would like to remain anonymous because he felt that he didn't play up to par, although I think he did. So, but I won't name him because that's his wish. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so he sends out a lead Swampert, and I send out my awesome Rose Raid, who makes a great lead. And I expected him to just stay in and use Stealth Rock, so I stayed in and I set up a row of Toxic Spikes. He switches out expecting like an energy ball or something, so he switches out into his Skarmory and taunts me, and I should have seen that coming, but I didn't, so I use those Toxic Spikes again. That didn't go so great for me. And then I send in my Flygon to threaten Fire Punch, but he kind of whirlwinds me out. No big deal. And then Machamp gets dragged in, and then his Flame Orb activates, which is excellent, because now I can pack a Super Punch on the first shot. So I use Thunder Punch because I'm pretty sure it's super effective. And if not, it'll still do quite a bit because of my Guts activation. Yeah, that's super effective, and since those things are defensively bulky, that did quite a bit of damage. Then he just wins me out again. And my Milotic comes in. Which I was thinking that's not too bad. And lefties and all that crap going on. Then he uses Toxic, which I didn't know Skarmory could learn that. But, oh well. That kind of helped me out actually because of my Marvel Scale. Boosts defense if you have a status problem. Even though it's Toxic, so it'll kill me anyway. And this was a misclick. I actually meant to hit Surf, but I got a crit with the Ice Beam, so that really doesn't matter. Either way, I'm pretty sure he would have fainted. So, that's all good there. And then he sends out his Starmie, or not Starmie, Starmie. I just mixed a Skarm and a Starmie. And then he uses Rapid Spin. And he gets rid of my Toxic Spikes. And I was actually expecting him to just use Thunderbolt. But he didn't, so I kind of revealed my backup plan way too early. Because that would have been so great if he had used Thunderbolt and I would have just, BAM! Shot that right back at him. So he switches out, and this Natural Cure gets rid of that poison. Then he sends in a Caesar. And I use Mirror Coat again because I figured he'd attack, because I didn't know if he was paying attention or not. And I wasn't either, so yeah. Kind of a stupid play there on my part. I could have at least had some damage on the Caesar. Then he uses U-turn, and I'm pretty sure his Caesar is banded. Then he switches in his Starmie as the U-turn. As I go Surf, because I expected him to use like a Bullet Punch or a Sword Stance or something. I wasn't sure what kind of Caesar it was. And I got a crit with that, although that really didn't matter. I'm getting lefties, and I'm really getting hurt by the poison here. And since he saw my Flygon, I was thinking that he would predict that to come in and use Ice Beam, so I stayed in. Because I was going to go for a... Honestly, I don't remember what I was going to go for. But either way, it didn't work. I think I was going to go for a Mirror Coat, because an Ice Beam would have allowed me to kill it on the Mirror Coat. But that failed. Because I got two guys that could have absorbed a Thunderbolt. So now I send in my Flygon. And here I was expecting him to send in Caesar to resist like an Earthquake or an Outrage or something. So I used my Fire Punch, but he sends out Swampert instead. And so now I was just kind of hoping that I'd just get a burn on him. But I didn't, because I'm not that lucky. I got one useless crit and one accidental crit. That's pretty much my luck for the game. Okay, so now I gotta switch out because y'all know my fly gun is scarfed. Just into my Rose Raid. This was actually, in hindsight, kind of a stupid play because I figured he might have used Ice Beam. But he didn't. He puts up his rocks, which is fine. So now I just get a free kill on a Swampert. So that's what I do. I don't even bother setting up my T-spikes. Because I know they'll just get spun away anyway. And seeing his team, it pretty much wouldn't affect him all that much anyway. So his Swampert died doing what it was meant to do, putting up stealth rocks. Then he sends out the Caesar. And this is where I pretty much had it pegged as banded. Because it's a neutral hit, and even though it's stabbed, it's never done that much to me before. So right there I knew it had to be banded. And here I make an awesome prediction, and I use Energy Ball, and that gets rid of the Star Ring. Or the Star Meat. Jeez. Alright, so that Star Meat goes down, which is excellent. So my lead Rose Raid has taken down 2 of his guys. Makes him pretty valuable. And then he sends Caesar again. And I just let my Rose Raid die at this point because it served its purpose. And here I get switch advantage because I know what he's sent out. I see what he's going to send out. So I can kind of figure out what I want to send out. So I sent out my fly gun because that seemed like a good idea to me. And this was a really stupid play on my part, and it almost lost me the game. I used Earthquake. That totally screwed me over because now I have to switch, and he gets up a free dance. And that makes him outspeed my Electivire, which could have KO'd him in one shot. Now he's +1 speed, my Jolly Evire is no longer faster. So he just uses Earthquake to pretty much wipe out my poor defenseless little Evire. Such a frail little thing. Yep, he's gone. I was kind of hoping at best we'd have a speed tie, but that wasn't the case. And then this here was just that this really upset me. I used Outrage because I knew I'd be faster because I'm scarfed. I think it takes 2 Dragon Dances to outspeed me because I'm Jolly and like 31 IV, I think. Migrated this guy, found out he had great IVs, it was awesome. And the Outrage doesn't kill him, it leaves him with like 30 HP. Maybe less than that, I don't know the ratio. Yeah, so he lives that with minimal health. And then he just KOs me with the Dragon Claw, which would have killed without the Dragon Dance. And now Champion comes back in, because he is the champion. And you will see why. He uses Roost, which I should have expected, and I should have just used Earthquake, which just would have been a really great epic prediction, but I don't think that would have killed him. Instead I go for close combat, because I figured a bullet punch wouldn't kill, because it's like 4 times resisted, I think. And I thought he might have the E-speed and try to kill me first. That close combat kills from over half health. I was impressed. Because I didn't think it could do that. So his Dragonite's down to my close combat. And this here is why he didn't think he played well. He said he should have just subbed down and waited for the burn to kill me. Because he didn't realize I was running max HP. Or max EVs and health. So even with that special defense drop, a Thunderbolt doesn't quite kill me. And I'm able to get the close combat off. I didn't think I'd live, that's why I went for that. If I knew I would have lived, I would have gone for Earthquake. So his Jolteon goes down. And I have 17 HP because of my burn, which is ups and downs. And I just used Bullet Punch just to see how much it would do because I knew I was going to die anyway, whether he hit me or not. And it does crap. Although I'm not upset about that because I know my young Mega in the background. He's killed many Scizors before. All it takes is 2 air slashes. And Stealth Rocks always takes a bite out of my health. I use Protect because I just always do that because I wasn't sure if he was Scarfed or Banded and I didn't know how much a U-turn would actually do to me. I find out in a second, not much, because it's resisted, which I didn't realize. So he's U-turn because he's locked into it. And that actually doesn't do that much. I mean, it's still a considerable chunk, but it's not that bad. And it would have put me like way down in the red had I not had speed boost. But I do, so now I outspeed him this turn. And my air slash hits, and I take him out. So that was a really great game. I'm glad you let me post it, man. And I don't care what you say, you did a great job. Because you predicted my earthquake, and that almost cost me the game. Great game, man.